Jim Prentice is Minister of the Environment. He joins us here at the Manning Centre for Building Democracy Networking Conference in Ottawa. How are you today, Minister?
Excellent, Steve. Thank you.
Okay, so I just want to ask you a couple of questions since we're about to get back in session here. We've had a bit of difficulty over the past, 6 months or so with balancing Canada's message of our resource sector, particularly with oil sands, versus the environment, and how we strike that right balance. How are you moving forward in this year, maybe for COP16, in emphasizing the advantages of Canada's resource sector, particularly how our resources are particularly more perhaps ethical in that there's no blood in our oil, for example?
Canada's aspiration is not only to be an energy superpower, which we are, but to be as well a green energy superpower, and to strike the right balance between advancing the environment and advancing the economy. This is something we're good at. It's something we should take a lot of pride in as Canadians. There's of course been a lot of international interest in the oil sands. I've given a major speech in this about in Calgary recently, pointing out that we have an obligation to be a clean energy superpower, to strike the right balance, to protect the environment, but also to communicate to Canadians and internationally about the good work that we do. Certainly, there's always room for improvement. We need to make the best clean investments. We need to make sure that we continue to have a sound regulatory framework. But we do good work, and we need to talk more about it.
Now, I know in the United States, the political climate has changed somewhat since the supermajority is sort of off the table for President Obama, and that affects a few agenda items, particularly cap and trade. We're setting up our own sort of system here in Canada, if I remember correctly. Do you expect the United States to still be there as a willing partner for an integrated North American cap and trade scheme?
Well, certainly we work very closely with the United States and with our other international allies. But firstly, our efforts have been focused initially on the international framework. That's the importance of the Copenhagen Accord. We've worked together along with, at this point, 106 other countries who've now agreed with the Copenhagen Accord, representing close to 90% of the world's carbon emissions. From there, we will be working on a continental basis with the United States wherever possible to harmonize our efforts. We have the same standard, the same 17% reduction target, the same base year as the United States. It seems clear increasingly that the United States will not go down the road of a cap and trade system in the coming year. We've indicated in our desire to harmonize, we could go down that road, but we're also prepared to work together in terms of harmonizing with standards, and that's what we're currently focused on.
So you expect the latter to be where Canada is going for the future direction, given the current political climate in the United States?
I think it's fair to say internationally, but certainly continentally, in the absence of a cap and trade approach, you're going to see a lot of focus on harmonized regulations. And you're going to see this, first of all, in Canada in the context of motor vehicle standards. You will see this year, very shortly this spring, for the first time, Canadian, U.S. Continental standards for tailpipe emissions starting in the 2011 model year. And from there, it will branch out to include heavy trucks, planes, trains, ships, and so on. So we're doing a lot of work on harmonization.
Great. Well, hey, thanks for taking a couple of minutes, and
nice to be with you.
let's get back into the session there. Okay.
Thank you.